What's going on, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PR Scents. My name's Jose. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the last video that I did with Brenda, and we gave you 5 like fall kind of fragrances as a starter kit. So if this is something you're getting into, collecting fragrances, and you guys haven't gotten into like some of the really good ones that are Middle Eastern, because they're clones, you don't like clones. This is the one thing that's funny. I go to Burlington a lot, and I see all these guys looking at all these fragrances, and they're looking at the Guess, and they're looking at, well, Guess is probably the biggest one there. There's some Mont Blancs, there's some other ones there. They're looking at those, and and there's Lattafa's Assad. There's some Paris Corners there. There's some Afnans like 9 p.m. and I'm looking at that. I'm like, guys, if you want a really good one, this is great. This one will make you smell awesome. And they're like, I've never heard of that one before. And then they turn around, they go looking back at the Guess. I'm like, then you know what? Screw you. Buy the Guess, because you're getting. Still, Guess is not bad, but you could have something so good, like in an Assad or a 9 p.m. Those kind of fragrances, and not spend a lot of money. But they don't want to move over. So if you guys are ready to move over, I've got 5 heavier kind of fragrances, mostly for the winter, fall and winter. But these are fragrances that when you start saying, okay, I want something a little bit more challenging. I wanna smell some really good fragrances that don't smell like anything that I've bought. They don't smell like any Guess fragrances or Mont Blanc fragrances or any fragrances like that. These are some really good ones to add to your collection, if you're starting out, that I think you guys would really enjoy. So if you're interested in knowing what they are, stick around. I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, so welcome back. Like I was saying, well, first of all, here's my coffee, and I hope you guys are having a great day. But I was thinking of doing this series where it's kind of a collector's series where for newbies, a collector's starter kit kind of thing. And I did one the other day with Brenda, and these are the ones I'm showing you today are a little bit more challenging. So if you're ready for that, then I think you guys would really enjoy some of these. I know these 5 I fully enjoy. I really, really do. So they're all clones except for one. And so let's get started. So the first one I have for you is, so good. This one. This is by Swiss Arabian, and this is called Shagaf Oud Azrak. This is supposed to be a clone of Montal's Honey Oud. And guys, this is challenging, but God, is it good. It is so good. It's got honey, agarwood, which is oud, cinnamon, bourbon vanilla, amber, patchouli, and leather. It's so good. Nothing overpowers anything else. Like, it's got cinnamon, and it's got honey, and that you get that right off the bat. You definitely get that honey with a little bit of a spicy cinnamon kind of feel to it. It's almost like I wrote down cinnamon toast mixed with vanilla. It's kind of like that with a honey undertone. It's very cozy. It's very warm. It's so good. I would almost say it's kind of sexy. But it is heavy. You do not wear this in the summer or the spring, because it is a lot heavier kind of fragrance. But if you're ready to go to the next level, I would say if you got Shagaf Oud Azrak, you can't go wrong, because this is so good. The next one I want to get of this line, I think it's called Shagaf Oud Tonka. And it's a very light blue kind of bottle. Really, everything I've read about it says that one is a really good one. This one you can't really tell, but I'm about halfway done with this bottle because I enjoy it that much. So Shagaf Oud Azrak If you guys want to get into a nice honey kind of fragrance, that's not overpowering, you know, don't think it's a girly fragrance. This is beautiful. This has got oud in it, and I think if you guys are ready, this is a good one to get, and it's not that expensive. I'll put the prices down that I find down on the list where I'm showing you the name of the fragrance. I've been getting into that, and I think, you know, hopefully you guys appreciate that. Speaking of appreciate, if you appreciate this video, if you find my information informational, please do me a huge favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. Thanks. Let's talk about the next one. Now, the next one I would say is probably a very challenging fragrance. It also is composed of oud, but man, this is so good. This is Lattafa's Oud for Glory, Badal Oud for Glory. This, guys, is beautiful. This had to be maybe like my second or third clone fragrance. This is a clone of Oud for Greatness, and I have a decant of Oud for Greatness, and they come out, this one comes pretty darn close to Oud for Greatness. And this, I've seen it at Burlington, but even, you know, I think at Burlington is maybe $29.99 or $34.99. But, you know, online you'll get it a little cheaper as well. But then you have to kind of, are you paying for shipping or not? You know, does it balance it out? If you see it in Burlington, you just pick it up there. But guys, this is a fragrance that this is challenging. Even though Inicio's Oud for Greatness is beautiful, this is just as beautiful. And I think if you wear this and you're around people, and they won't know the difference. They really won't, because this is that good. This does lean male, but it definitely can be unisex, I would say. It's a smoky lavender, almost has a little rose kind of feel to it, but it doesn't have rose in it. At least that's the notes say it doesn't have rose in it. It's spicy and it's woody. And definitely you get that oud when you smell this. This has got saffron, nutmeg, lavender, oud, patchouli, and musk. And guys, this is such a great fragrance. If you want to try an introduction into oud, this might not be a bad way to go, because one is it's not that expensive. You don't like it, you can send it to me. But two is, it is, as far as I'm concerned, it is very good. The performance and the longevity on all of these is really good, except, you know, for maybe one or so. But, you know, you will have no problems as far as performance and longevity on this one or any of the other ones I'm going to show you. But if you really want to try something that has oud in it, this is a good starter for you guys. Oud for Glory by Lattafa. Next. Now, the next one is one of my absolute favorite winter fragrances. I mean, fall, winter, sometimes I'll wear it in the spring. I'll just hold off on the sprays a little bit. But guys, this one is so good. Everybody, I haven't seen one video of review of this where people say it's terrible. This is so good. This is by Lattafa, and this is Amir Al Oud Intense, or Intense Oud. Let me see. Intense Oud. And this still is kind of touted as being inspired by Replicas by the Fireplace. Now, this does plays on that same DNA as Replicas by the Fireplace, but it's a lot sweeter. And this, I think, is absolutely great for both male and females. I think, you know, either of you will like this so much. This has got things like woodsy notes, oud, sugar, vanilla, sandalwood, and herbal notes. This was Fragrancecollection's 2022 Reader's Choice Award. And like I said, everybody really likes this a lot. It's sweet oud, and it's very creamy vanilla. And it almost just like by the Fireplace, but not as intense, you know, as that. It almost smells like you're in front of a fireplace and you're throwing some sugar on top of the smoking wood, and you get that sweetness, like a caramelized kind of sweetness. That's what this kind of smells like, but on such a great level. And it's not expensive. This is not expensive at all. I haven't seen this one at Burlington yet, so you'd have to buy it online. But if you want a really nice but different version of by the fireplace, and you don't want to spend that by the fireplace money, Amir Al Oud's Intense Oud is so good. It's cozy, it's warm, it's great for the fall and winter. You can't go wrong with this one. This one's awesome. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the next one is the only designer fragrance I have in this. And the reason I chose it is because it has tobacco in it. And if you guys have never tried a tobacco fragrance, this is a great starter for you guys to try. And this is called CK1 Shock, okay? I have 2 backup bottles of this because it's that good. I have a 200 ml bottle as well. This is probably one of their nicer fragrances. I mean, I've got CK1, I've got CKB, I've got, you know, a whole bunch of CKs. The problem I have with the Calvin Klein fragrances is they don't last that long. This one, however, is not bad. It's got tobacco in it, but very, you know, like very light. So if you've never had a tobacco fragrance and you want to try getting into tobacco, really good choice. It used to be all over the place, especially at Burlington, but I don't see it that much anymore. But this, even online, is not going to cost you a lot of money. This is really good. This has got things like lavender, clementine, cucumber, cardamom, pepper, basil, osmanthus, tobacco, amber, patchouli, woodsy notes, and musk. It leans male, but it's not like an overpowering tobacco fragrance. So maybe, you know, depending on you, if you're a female, you may want to wear it. I don't know. But if you want to get a good introduction into tobacco fragrances, this is a great way to go. Oh God, it's so good. You get like a flowery tobacco, a little spiciness in there as well. It's almost like it has a little incense in there, but so good. The tobacco is perfect in this fragrance. It's not too much that it's gonna overpower you. And like I said, if you're interested in getting into tobaccos as a starter kit, this one is a great way to go. So try it. CK Shock by Calvin Klein. Try this one. The last one is another tobacco fragrance. Now, this one is a little heavier on the tobacco. So if you get CK1 Shock and you're like, oh, I like tobacco, it smells really good, you should try this one. And this is definitely, again, fall, winter. This holds up really well in the winter. And it smells great. I've gotten so many compliments. Scary though, because I get a lot of compliments from guys more than I do from women on this one. But yeah, I get a lot of compliments from this one. And this is by Maison Alhambra, and this is Hercules. This is inspired by Parfums de Marly Herod. And this is a big tobacco fragrance, but really good. This has got cinnamon, pepper. So it's a sweet, spicy tobacco fragrance. The tobacco definitely is there. You will definitely smell it more so than you do in CK Shock. It's got tobacco leaf, it's got incense, labdanum, osmanthus. Now the labdanum gives it a little leathery, ambery kind of feel to it. The osmanthus is a milky, woody, leathery kind of note. So, you know, you're getting a couple of notes that mimic a little bit of leather, but it's not full-on leather, right? It's more tobacco than it is leather. It's got musk, cedar, and vetiver. This is so good. Like I said, heavy tobacco, great atomizer. Oh, it's sweet, it's cozy, it's definitely, that tobacco comes out. And like I said, it's cozy. I would wear this on a nice, very cool winter evening, whether I'm staying home or I'm going out. This is a great one. This is not a playful kind of fragrance, though. And like I said, I think it leans more male. A little more mature kind of person can wear this. This is not, you know, you wear sneakers and jeans or sneakers and shorts and you're playing basketball. That's not what this fragrance is for. This fragrance is when you want to go out, you're wearing some nice clothes, you want that sophisticated kind of scent, Hercules is a great one, and it's not expensive at all. So I'll put the prices down on the bottom, but none of these are gonna run you a lot of money. None of them are. And they're all worth it. So if you're, like I said, interested in starting a collection of fragrances, between the ones I gave you the other day and these, you're set for fall and winter with all 10 of those. And then I'm gonna do one of, spring and summer. I'm gonna try doing one of date night or party night, or during the day, depending what you're doing. I'm gonna try to do like 5 for each of those different categories. But these for now, you can't go wrong with any of these 5, guys. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, if you found it informational, please do me a huge favor. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps me out a lot. I'm getting close to 7,000 subscribers. I would have been there already, but I had 2 months of computer failure where I could hardly put out any videos. But now I'm back, and hopefully I'll give you some good content. So, like I said, hit that subscribe and like button. And other than that, you guys know what to do. You guys make sure that you be safe, you be loved. I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.